Hello everyone, time for Weekly Weird News.
Sorry, high school kids, you might have fidget spinners and the dab, but only 90s kids will never forget this guy. Ow, fuck. Looks like even 16 years later, it's impossible to joke about Osama bin Laden without accidentally cutting yourself on your own edginess. Which makes sense, because he's one of the most evil people in all of history, responsible for thousands upon thousands of deaths of innocent people. There was, of course, the September 11th, 2001 attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, but he also had a long, bloody track record of various other attacks in the decade leading up to that. So when SEAL Team 6 shot him in the face and dumped his body in the ocean, even pacifist cucks like us were saying, yeah, good, fuck that guy. I'm glad he's dead. Kind of wish he'd suffered more. Thumbs up, USA.
But just like how finding and killing bin Laden took a long time, it's also taken a long time for a lot of the details about what exactly he was up to for nearly a decade between 9/11 and his death to come to light, at least publicly. And that's for good reason. Al-Qaeda and the Taliban and radical Islamic terrorism in general are still very much alive in that part of the world, and the need to safely deal with that far outweighs the need to let the public know key details about bin Laden's post-9/11 life. We do occasionally get a nice little declassified peek though, and the latest peek seems to indicate that Osama bin Laden was a total dork weeb.
Anime should be illegal. And we actually got an earlier indication of this a little over 2 years ago when some details of the SEAL Team 6 raid were released, including a list of books found in bin Laden's compound. Among those books was a strategy guide for the terrible, seriously terrible 2009 military shooter Delta Force Extreme 2, as well as something described as GameSpot video game guide. Not really enough to make any definite conclusions about whether or not bin Laden was a gamer, but that didn't stop us from devoting an entire segment of the Totally Uninformed Gaming Show to it, along with this thumbnail, which I'm very proud of making.
It's a great thumbnail. This week, though, the CIA released a huge trove of new information, 470,000 files in total, from Osama bin Laden's computer hard drive. And while the most important files revealed are those pertaining to Al-Qaeda communications and operations, it also strongly indicates that bin Laden was a big fan of anime and emulated Nintendo DS games. Or hey, the files could also belong to any of the other accomplices who lived with him at the compound, but we choose to believe that everything found on that hard drive was put there and used extensively by Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, I picture him as not letting anyone else touch the computers. Hey, bro, I'm the boss. It's me, bin Laden.
They didn't release the video.
Hey, if you want something, don't look at my screen. If you want something, you tell me what you want.
He was surrounded by waifu body pillows when they found him, so it's just a little too embarrassing to show the video.
You know, man, I just can't wait till the Japanese make robot girlfriends, robot wives.
Well, he almost made it.
He almost did. So yeah, 470,000 files. That's a lot of file names to dig through, but thankfully, plenty of websites and individuals have been parsing through them since the info dump on Monday. So we now have a much clearer image of the specific type of weeb gamer that terrorist leader Osama bin Laden was. Oh, he was also a pirate too, because all this shit was pirated and or emulated.
No.
I mean, you expect a terrorist to pay for his entertainment?
We should have sent lawyers to get him too.
Yeah. Just like Al Capone.
Yeah, they would have found him a lot faster if they caught him copyright infringement.
Yeah.
HBO would have been on his ass.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
I hope it turns out that HBO had his IP address and location for
The whole
years.
time?
Yeah.
This dude was stealing episodes of Entourage.
There's a big pirate out there in the mountains of Pakistan. Why isn't anyone doing anything about this? But yeah, his tastes in anime, they range from Naruto to Bleach to Dragon Ball to a child detective show called Detective Conan, also known as Case Closed here in the West, to the Devil May Cry anime crossover adaptation. So, you know, mainstream stuff, deep cuts. It's not clear where bin Laden stood on the subs versus dubs debate, though. That's gonna remain a mystery, I think.
I guess so. We'll have to wait for more data to come out. In terms of video games, it seems bin Laden had quite the collection, actually. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars, New Super Mario Bros., Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Animal Crossing Wild World, Zuma Deluxe, and Sniper Elite Nazi Zombie Army 2 are among the titles found, as well as a startling evidence that bin Laden had a Steam account and played Counter-Strike. He was probably on the receiving end of a VAC ban at some point.
Probably. What the hell? I was not cheating.
This means that you might have at one point played against or alongside the world's most notorious terrorist in the world's most popular terrorist versus counter-terrorist multiplayer shooter. Do you think he got upset and rage quit every time he was in the counterterrorism?
No.
Love the sound.
I'm terrorist.
Terrorists win.
Terrorists win. Oh,
Music
Feels
to my
good to
ears.
win one again. It's been a while.
I'm covered in feces and I smell bad.
Ugh, feels good to win. You like my skins? Yes, I sell you skins. Hiding out inside a Pakistani bunker for 5 years, it's gotta be boring. So it's no surprise that in Osama bin Laden's quest for pirated entertainment on the internet to pass the time, he found a little bit of not safe for work material to store away as well.
The old spank bank.
Although the specific type of not safe for work material is a bit odd. It's a lot of old 8-bit bootleg porn video games like Perestroika Girls, Fantasy 95, and a bunch of weird Japanese shit featuring naked girls with brightly colored hair.
I'm gonna have to get a new version of this shirt, but with Osama bin Laden on it instead of Donald Trump.
Yeah. Now, to be clear, it
Did he
wasn't.
play Leisure Suit Larry?
No, he would have loved it though.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bin Laden. You would have
Man,
loved it.
you were this close to getting Leisure Suit Larry.
Maybe America not so bad.
Yeah.
I
wanna
like
be
this Larry guy.
Larry Laffer. I like-
But yeah, I mean, actually, the weird thing here is it's not clear that it was the games themselves that he had, but there was a bunch of PNG images of screens from these porn games scattered among various other still images from other 8-bit classic games like Sunset Riders.
It's a loophole in the Quran.
I was not playing porn.
They didn't explicitly say in the
Yeah.
Quran about 8-bit video game porn.
So yeah, I mean, you might be asking, who the hell keeps a big folder of still images from old video games on their computer? The answer, of course,
Lawrence!
Lawrence Sontag and Osama bin Laden, terrorist masterminds.
They're like the most evil Venn diagram. Mm-hmm. Lawrence and Osama bin Laden.
Osama bin Laden is the quintessential gamer.
Yeah. I mean, he almost lived long enough to see all the regular gamers become like him.
These microtransactions are ruining the video games.
Yes. God damn it.
I don't play any Ubisoft. I don't like the always-on connection.
Yeah. DRM can suck my dick.
But yeah, bin Laden, he also kept a bunch of supremely normie shit on his drives. He had Charlie Bit My Finger saved so that he could watch it as many times as he wanted. You know, it's the YouTube video with the baby biting his slightly older brother's finger, and it's racked up hundreds of millions of views over the last decade on YouTube. Bin Laden was a fan, apparently. He also had Hollywood movies like Ants, Cars, Chicken Little, Resident Evil, and Ice Age 3: Dawn of the Dinosaurs. And he seemed to enjoy old cartoons like Tom and Jerry and the Pink Panther.
I wonder if he liked that South Park episode where they turned him into a Looney Tune.
I bet he was amused.
Yeah.
It seemed he had,
Americans are the craziest
seemed
people.
he had pretty good access.
It was
'cause-
probably like, didn't they? They found like kids in the compound and stuff too. It's probably,
yeah, he had a lot of people there.
probably
Yeah.
for like the kids.
No, it was for him. It was all for him. No one was allowed to look at the computer except for.
No, no, no.
You get computer when you're older.
Yeah.
They say it's bad for your eyes when you're a child.
Please don't look at my video game folder.
Yeah. Also, he apparently he really loved stuff about himself. He had various Osama bin Laden documentaries saved on his drive, and for the sake of some balance, I guess, he also had the 9/11 truther documentary Loose Change. You know the one. It's the one that claims 9/11 was an inside job and Osama bin Laden totally innocent.
You think it pissed him off? They think that Bush did it.
No! No!
Yeah. The whole thing is just obviously very weird. In a lot of ways, it humanizes Osama bin Laden and demotes him from global super terrorist mastermind to unemployed man-child with weird jack-off taste. And to be fair, we're kind of doing that on this episode, but it's very important to understand that this man was evil.
A very bad man.
When we joke about him, it's because he's a piece of shit and we don't feel bad for it.
Yeah.
But listen, why not both, I guess? Unlike supervillains, real-life villains are multidimensional people who take shits and jack off just like everyone else. It all does raise an important question, though. If anime were illegal in 2001, would 9/11 have ever happened? We may never know.
May never know, but we still have time to
Ban anime.
ban anime and
Banime.
stop the next one.
Yeah. The Banime movement. Hashtag Banime.
All Japanese cultural content. Keep it over there. I see what it's doing to these kids.
Only the funny episodes of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
One where he takes a bath with his kid and learns how to drive.
Yes,
Hilarious.
That's a good one. Anyway, that's enough talk about Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
That's what I'd like to hear from every news outlet.
Yep.
Well, enough about Osama bin Laden.
You were about to say Obama.
No, I confused the Osama and
Nah,
see how it
nah.
would be
You were going to say Obama.
Hussein.
Barack Hussein Obama. Osama bin Laden, Barack Hussein Obama. I've never heard a foreign name in my life, and I can't even tell the difference. So, makes you think, right?
Where's that birth certificate?
Yeah, but no. Let's move on to the headlines that pretty much explain themselves. Starting with Canadian town bans teens over 16 from trick-or-treating.
Boo! Let the kids have the candy.
I'm on both sides.
18 the cutoff.
18? Those are adults. Like,
17's the cutoff.
I don't know. I was handing out candy.
I don't know. If you can serve your country, you should be able to get some candy on Halloween.
There were some big kids stopping by for candy, and I was like,
and they were like, shut up, little man.
Yeah.
Little old man.
hey, give me your candy.
Old man.
They were all trying to, fucking teenagers are so dumb. Like, they're just trying to be funny, but they don't have any sense of humor or sarcasm or irony. So they're like, I was like, hey, happy Halloween, you want some candy? They're like, oh, Merry Christmas. And I didn't acknowledge it.
Trump for president.
Merry Christmas. Like, Merry Christmas, kid. Have some fucking candy and get off my lawn. But yeah.
Hey, man, you a peed like me?
It was Halloween, because I don't spend time around children ever. I have no reason to.
Yeah.
It's a great example of the changes that kids go through. When they're little, they're like scared to even like talk to you. The parents are like, say trick or treat. And then within a decade, they're just...
Go on, tell a man who you is.
I'm Captain America. Captain America!
How about some Snickers?
Here you go, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go from that to like just being like,
Hey, fuck you, buddy. Give me the candy.
they said I couldn't trick or treat at 16. Well, guess what? Pumpkin smash.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then at the same time, it's like I'd rather they be trick or treating than like
Drinking or doing the marijuana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting marijuana in there.
If you're gonna do marijuana and alcohol, you're gonna do it right here with me on my doorstep, young man. Here's some booze.
I guess I'm against it though, because actually enforcing this, it's like
there's no enforcement.
You're gonna, hey kid,
give me your ID.
Candy? IDs.
Yeah. I think it's fine. Let them have the last little bit of their youth.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Enjoy the last. It is the last time their metabolism is going to be able to endure Halloween.
Yeah.
I had 2 technically mini Twixes.
Yeah.
Which have 2 each, and I felt disgusting
Yeah.
for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
like,
I had.
Jesus Christ.
I had 4 because people kept goading me into doing it on the Twitch chat. Like, all right, 4, and I had like the last Reese Piece.
Reese Piece?
Sorry, last Reese's cup pumpkin
Yeah.
that I had. I bit into it, and it was like biting into sand. It was just so dry.
Like I could
and
feel my enamel just rotting
I was
away on
just
my
like,
teeth.
Oh, I felt bloated and nasty.
Yeah. So yeah, enjoy the candy while you can.
Yeah.
It's not easier.
I don't like sweets anymore.
Yeah, me
Sad.
neither. Me neither.
Only maybe some skinny cow once
Give
in
me
a while.
some Polish sausages. You can hand them out. They're dry.
Yeah,
goods.
give me a steak. Here you go, kid. A medium rare
How
steak.
about some deer jerky?
Don't tell your parents.
I prefer the savory side of Halloween.
Here, snap into a Slim Jim, kid.
Sunflower seeds.
Oh my God, that's great. Here you go, kid. A fucking kind bar. Some old
What
man.
is this?
Fu-
That's a meal in a bar. kid.
Here's I have a Soylent. Give him a Soylent. Hey, be
Thought
careful
about
with
it.
that.
I have too much Soylent. I was thinking about giving away on Halloween.
Be careful with that, kid. That's an entire meal in a bottle.
Yeah.
Also, try the Casper mattress. And Sherry's berries.
Here's a code for Blue Apron.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Learn how to cook, you fucking idiot. Anyways, moving on. Frankenstein Baby born at Florida Hospital on Halloween.
This is my favorite headline.
Sad.
We got a Frankenstein baby here.
Look how ugly this thing is.
Oh, God.
Why was it ugly? I mean, why was it Frankenstein? Frankenstein is ugly. I mean, there's no way around that.
No,
He's
the
made
kid-
of other parts.
So the headline makes it sound like
They
a little
sewed this
baby Frankenstein was born made out of the parts of other babies.
Yeah.
Which is horrific and hilarious at the same time.
Yeah.
But no, it's just a baby with the last name Frankenstein born in Florida at Halloween.
It's not fun.
The
Where'd
kid,
they get
all
that
of his
last
fri-
name?
I don't know. You'd think they would have changed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the kid's name is like Oscar Frankenstein. He's gonna get
Oscar.
Oscar Frankenstein is gonna have the worst childhood. They're gonna be like, your last name's Frankenstein? What's your birthday? Halloween? Like,
God damn it.
yeah? Fuck! Change my name to something cool, like Johnny Dangerous Dog.
What?
Danger Dog.
Yeah.
'Cause I like danger and I like dogs. And I like to dab.
Yeah, let's let kids choose their own names.
We should.
Yeah. Didn't they do that in, what was it, Big Daddy? I think his name was Frankenstein in that.
Yeah, I think
That's what happens.
I think it was.
I want 30 packets of ketchup, and I want to be called Frankenstein. Let's go to Hooters. All right, moving on.
Naked Palm Bay man tells Lowe's customers he's Jesus Christ. He was shaking it like this, apparently. Police showed up. He put his underwear on. He's like, nothing to see here, just a man walking around in his underwear in a Lowe's parking lot. Must have
been that other guy. Sir, you have stigmata. Nah, it's just the Northern Lights.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, oh, you're looking for some hardware? Have some of the Lord's hardware.
You should have tucked it in, like
yeah.
that Buffalo Bill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus wasn't naked, was he, when he got crucified?
I think he was, actually. I think they just put a little shroud over it in churches for
he should have pissed all over the Romans.
He might have. That might be in the redacted part of the. The Pope's gonna release it any day now.
We should go
the full report.
Anytime we stay at a hotel from now on, we should take a black marker and redact things in the Bible. So if people ever pick up, oh, what is that? I need to find out what this says.
Yeah.
Start handing them out at churches. Hey, here,
Bible's safe for work.
replace them all.
Yeah.
Redacted. You open it up, it looks like the JFK files.
Yeah. Just black.
What is this? Pope Francis admits, when I pray, sometimes I fall asleep. You're in a comfortable position.
That's how his excuse literally was like, the proper way to pray is as if you were a child in the arms of your father, the Lord. And sometimes a child falls asleep in his father's arms.
Yeah. Well, and then you transcend reality because you're going into a sleep. And that's when you can finally experience the touch of the Lord.
I mean, like,
the graceful, subtle touch.
I've never been able to understand the concept of meditation because it's like
they just fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm just like
people just fall asleep and they're like,
asleep.
"Oh shit! I just saw some crazy shit." And it's like, well, yeah, you were dreaming.
You were fast asleep.
You were dreaming.
Like if I'm gonna get that relaxed, I'm going out.
Isn't like the biggest dream state like it's not in the deep. It's not when you're in deep sleep. It's like just before or just
REM
after
sleep.
you go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's that meditation is just you're just going to sleep.
Yeah.
You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah. I meditate every night for like 8 hours. It's pretty
best.
enlightened.
Yeah. I wake up and I'm like, geez, what a fucking trip.
Wow.
Unless you smoke too much weed.
And people like, my girlfriend's like, get out of bed. You're such a lazy piece of shit. I'm like, I'm actually like.
Actually, this is beneficial to
I'm reaching a higher plane of existence right now. Yeah, it's a little hard to come out of that.
Great meditation platform, Casper Mattress.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think our code works anymore, so
yeah,
fuck it. Go get a Sealy or something instead. Seahawks to debut potato-based menu items grown from trash.
Come on down to yeah. Hey, come eat these trash fries. I don't know. It makes it sound like they're feeding people trash.
They're not.
But they're not. No, it's just like compost
soil. Also, the fertilizer is human feces. We pump it out. We pump all the feces and urine out from the stadium. It's where we grow our trash potatoes. And then, hey, farm to table.
A little sour. These fries.
You don't need sour cream on these. Or mayonnaise.
No, you don't need vinegar either.
No, that's not true.
Definitely don't need that malted vinegar.
Keep it on the table. Save some money.
Or a squeeze of lemon. Yeah. Don't need it.
Does it cost less?
Probably not, because it's certified organic.
Give me the lab-grown shit.
Yeah, I'll take
Stop at McDonald's.
Start smuggling my own fries in. Papa John's blames NFL anthem protests for falling pizza sales.
Or people just don't want your shitty delivery pizza.
Yeah.
That could be the case.
He said this on a fucking earnings call with
investors. I know. Well, he has to make up an excuse.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's obviously because, people eat pizza during football games. All of our customers are real Americans, so they're not watching the football games because of Colin Kaepernick and the people taking a knee. So it's Roger Goodell's fault that our pizza sales aren't higher, not ours. Thank you. Goodbye.
I mean, it's a good excuse.
No, it isn't.
No, not for me, not for anyone else, but for like the investors and the.
Yeah.
You know what? As a matter of fact, that makes a lot of sense.
It is Roger Goodell's fault.
It couldn't possibly be that Domino's, which is still just a fast food chain pizza place,
much better pizza,
has built
they got the
entire technology services around it that make you can track the pizza. They have cars with ovens in them.
Yeah.
They have everything.
And the app harasses you constantly.
And then,
like, hey, you haven't had a pizza in a while.
On the other end of the spectrum, you have Little Caesars, which is dirt cheap.
Yeah, you drive
through. You walk in or drive through.
Hot and ready.
$5.
What does Papa John's have other than that weird greasy oil shit with the
And
garlic.
and the stupid banana. How much money are they wasting on that banana pepper? Get it out of here.
Yeah. He also, Papa John doesn't seem like a very good person.
He's a drunk.
And he's a fucking drunk. Like, woo! That picture is one of my favorite pictures.
Yeah. Kellogg's apologizes for cereal box showing lone brown corn pop as janitor.
Yeah, so it was like a scene of like anthropomorphic corn pops, which are all like yellowish, you know, like the food, and it's like a shopping mall, and they're all having fun. And there was literally one corn pop that was a slightly more brown tone, who was in janitor clothes, like mopping the floor. The guy who like found it, he's a guy who writes, I guess he writes for Marvel Comics or something. Like he was tweeting about it. He's like, I know this is.
Why even have the
like-
janitor?
Yeah.
But like, aside from why would you make it more brown than the other ones? Why even have a janitor?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a fake world.
Yeah, the guy he was just like, I don't want to make a big deal out of this, but it's also just like,
Why?
I can't really like let this go either. It's just
Like the
there's
artist,
a lot of questions.
the artist can make their own reality. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, in this corn pops reality,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of litter, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any fucking sense that you put it in.
You should not. I don't know why any food company anthropomorphizes any of their
Yeah.
food, because little kids are gonna be like,
Terrifying.
I don't
You-
want to eat the little man.
Yeah. Little janitor's working hard.
Maybe
to
the
feed
little
his
brown man.
family.
My dad said that the brown ones are bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid, but also like the artist just like, it needs just one more thing. A brown.
Just a shade of brown that isn't anywhere else in the picture.
And you know what? Let's make him a janitor.
Let's make him a janitor. Hey, he's the only one with a job, right? Yeah, they're all jealous of him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Court rules request for lawyer dog too ambiguous. I don't know what's ambiguous about wanting a dog lawyer. Your Honor, I'd like to pause the session. I can't come up with any more dog law puns.
It just seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, this is a trial based on a trial. The guy, I don't remember what crime he was arrested for, but
It was like he buried drugs, and the dog's like, I think I would know if he buried some
Your Honor,
drugs.
as a dog.
As a dog, I think I'm qualified to rough. Sorry, I forgot I was a dog.
When the cops were interrogating him, he's just like, well, if you guys think I'm fucking guilty, like, why don't you just hire a lawyer dog to come in here? And then he is now suing because that was supposed to be invoking your right to an attorney, at which point the cops are supposed to stop the interrogation until you have an attorney. But they're saying, well, he wasn't really asking for an attorney. He was asking for a dog lawyer, which, like, isn't a...
You meant one of
It's
his
too
buddies.
ambiguous.
You meant one of his buddies.
Give me a real junkyard dog lawyer. Someone
Yeah,
really willing
vicious.
to get their face in the
Yeah.
poop and get in there. Yeah. I don't know. That's what I mean. I would have tried to get the man a dog lawyer. It's our right as an American
Get him a little
for
suit,
legal
a
representation.
little suit to wear.
Yeah. I mean,
Good
he'd
boy.
probably lose the case.
Probably.
I don't know. The jury might be swung by how cute the dog is.
Yeah. That's adorable. The dog is a lawyer.
You know,
Not guilty.
not guilty. Can't convict. Your Honor, we've made our decision.
We haven't-
Not guilty
we
of
haven't
all
started
charges.
the trial yet.
Also, we award dog lawyer the prize of cutest dog lawyer.
Give him a key to the city.
Make him the mayor.
And it was the dog the whole time, actually.
Yeah.
Man locked in store's beer cooler stays, drinks all night. Because what else are you gonna do?
Well, here's the thing.
Did he pay for it when he got out?
No, he left. Well, so he stayed all night, but he went into the cooler like it was like a couple hours before closing time. You know those big coolers they have in
Yeah, like the beer cave. They
Yeah,
call it.
he went in there. The door was locked. Couldn't get out. But he also like could have just like banged on the door and been like,
Well, I guess
hey.
this is me now.
Yeah, he's literally just like, well, this is my life now. I live in this beer cooler and must drink all of the beer in here to survive. So he'd stayed in there all night. Someone doing the opening crew opened the door. Then he just like ran out and apparently knocked over a bunch of cases and broke it. And he ran away. And so he's gonna be charged with shoplifting.
Hey, I mean, if it was me and I got locked in there, no one answered. I'm freezing. Take all the beers out of the boxes. Make a little tent. Just, so your body heat reflects
Not-
off something.
What?
Yeah. I'm just going through my survival training here.
Okay.
Then you grab a couple beers because you might as well get
You
drunk.
gotta stay hydrated.
You might as well get drunk if you're gonna be trapped somewhere.
Yeah.
It'll make the time pass. Then you meditate for a couple hours.
Yeah. But you need to drink as much as possible so you can pee your pants with hot pee.
Yeah.
And warm yourself
True.
up. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Need more of that hot piss.
Yeah. I mean, it's what I would do.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it for Weekly Weird News this week. Please check out a brand new episode of Tech News Day. Also, a brand new episode of Tugs. And don't forget, Friday, noon to midnight, we're streaming on Extra Life, or for Extra Life, the charity. It benefits Children's Hospital. So come check that out, twitch.tv/etc_show. See you next time. Bye.
See ya.